When we're in school, you know, we always ask kids, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? But we don't ask kids things like, what's the lifestyle you want to live? You know, I want to live downtown. I want to be in high rises. I want the fast cars. I want the lifestyle, but I'm also willing to work for it.
What's up, everybody? My name is Trymaine, and welcome to the show Breaking and Entering, where we talk to industry professionals about their path to success. So I'm here with my first guest, Mr. RVM. He's a serial entrepreneur. This guy, I'm telling you, I ride up and down the street and I see his shops and I'm like, who is this guy? I gotta know. So, Mr. RVM, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Thanks, pal.
So let me know a little bit about what Mr. RVM stands for.
Oh man, well, it's actually, I hear this every day. It's actually my initials. It's Rashard Marshell.
Okay.
Then my dad's name is Vincent.
Nice.
And my mama didn't want my name to be Vincent, so she gave me his middle name, and boom, and we have RVM. RVM is a place that everyone can come, you know? I have the barbershop to take care of men, women, and children. Then across the street, directly across, we have the hair salon. Next to the barbershop, we have the braid bar. So, you know, I'm really just a guy, like, no matter what you need, I'll make sure it gets it done.
So let's get to it. You have the entrepreneur mindset. What drove you to be an entrepreneur?
Financial freedom, wanting to be able to be my own boss and be able to set my own schedule and not have a cap on the income I can make. You know, growing up, we used to think like, oh, you get a career, you make $100,000, you're rich. Like, you know, I feel like I want to make $100,000 like every 3 weeks or like every month, you know? So it's just a different mindset. Now, I got $100,000 in bills before I can even, so it's all about just changing the mindset.
Right. When did you feel like that was the path that you wanted to take?
Oh man, I was working in customer service industries. I was doing call centers. I had security jobs. I had everything. So I was at the desk and I looked at my top boss and I said the only way that I could put myself in the position that I want to be in if I become the boss. And so that's what I pretty much did. As a kid, in order to be rich, they introduced us to 4 people. The doctor, the firefighter, the lawyer, and maybe a veterinarian. That's pretty much all the people that we know in school. Okay, I don't want to fight fires.
Right.
I hate animals. Well, I don't hate animals, but you know, like I don't want to. I don't want to give heart surgery to an animal. Doctor, I hate school now, so I got to go to school for 20 years to be a doctor.
Yeah.
So for me, my life is going to suck because I can't be these occupations. No one introduced us to entrepreneurship. I didn't know I could be my own boss.
Right.
You know, so yeah, going back to it, just working in those industries, which I say is nothing. I mean, you can live a great life with it, but there's a cap to things that you can do in life, and I didn't want to have that cap.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So who were like your biggest influences?
Well, growing up, I never really had any influencers, you could say, per se, just because when you look at or you think of people like Bill Cosby, that was generations before us. Your Diddy's and these people, you know, these big rappers or these moguls who turned in the industry, they weren't around. There was no blueprint to this, you know? So I had to pretty much figure out my own blueprint, my own walk of life. So I pretty much influenced myself. I think the biggest influence I had, like I said, was the lifestyle that I wanted to live coming about. Now, since I didn't have influencers, it's just me influencing new people on new wavelengths to be bigger than me. I'm giving them a blueprint that they can be better than me. Some of these they're coming in, you know, I'm approaching 30 now. I got people who want to work for me at 18, 19, 20. They take what I'm giving them now and apply that for 5 years. By the time they get 24, they can be a millionaire. Like they can be better than me. So I don't mind telling you, I want you to be a millionaire. I want you to, yeah, of course. Because as your resume builds, my resume builds, and we're building each other.
You seem like a very driven person, self-driven, self-motivated.
Yeah, and it's funny because people meet me, they're like, oh man, like, you know, social media, you know, I play games, you know. So then when they really like talk to me or it's like a situation that comes with business, they're like, oh wow, like I didn't know, like yeah. What do you think? It's like, you know, this is like the daycare. We got to really take care of work. So you know, and I think that's good. It's a good balance to have because I feel like you should be able to connect.
Let me ask you, man, like things about social media, like we know that plays a lot in today's time. Like social media is very strong. How do you separate like your personal from social media to just real life in general?
Well, you make a good point. Social media runs the world. Like I tell people all the time, like you have to be a presence on social media. You have to show people that you're fun, you're likable, you're professional, and you're really gonna take care of business. So I pretty much let them know, like, you have to post 3 times a day.
I mean, we're in the age of instant gratification.
Yeah.
How do you not get caught up in instant gratification?
I feel like in 2018, everything is popcorn. We want things fast. If you were in line right now at the grocery store and there's 5 people ahead of you, you're pissed. It takes a cashier maybe 2 to 3 minutes to ring someone out. That's 5-10 minutes that you might have to wait. Yeah. I feel like the younger generation think they can do the same thing in business. When your source of income comes in and it's fast, you're not building a relationship. I don't know if you're married. I don't know if you have kids. I don't know if you even like girls, because I'm just here getting your money and you're out. I didn't build that relationship. So what happens is, let's say I'm your barber. I cut your hair at a 10. You go down the street, this guy cuts your hair at an 8. He talked to you, he made you laugh, he made you happy. He asked you, was you married? You like, no, I'm looking. He got in your mind. He's wondering what's wrong with you, what's wrong with the girls you're dating. You feel like you got a therapist now. You now have a new barber. You have to build that steady foundation. So if you don't have that groundwork and you don't have that consistency of really building your business and going through the small blocks, yeah, we can put this wall up. But if there's not a beam in this wall, when an earthquake comes, this wall falls down.
Right. What piece of advice would you give yourself, your younger self?
So I would tell my younger self is just to be more cautious and most importantly, know when to cut people off. I feel like a lot of people stayed around me just because I felt like I owed them something or it was an obligation of mine to kind of hold their hand when deep down I knew that they didn't fit my new life. So, but at the same time, when you know how to cut someone off, you got to know when to accept new people. Right. Never judge anyone by the way they look, by their social status, because one, they'll probably say something to you that can change your life, or you can say something to them that can change their life, or you can help each other. And at the end of the day, that's good karma as well. So I would just tell my younger self to just take more precautions and just know that, it's gonna always be okay. And really, I would tell my younger self to really listen to the teachers when they say you can be all you can be and you can achieve anything you want to do.
So yeah, man, thanks for coming on, man. We really appreciate it, man. And I'm gonna try to do something different with our guest. And instead of me leaving the closing remark, I would like you to leave a final remark to our people that's watching. Okay. I hate to put you on the spot like that, but
that's on the spot.
That's what I'm gonna do for you.
If you're watching right now, I would tell you right now that no matter what, keep going. Consistency is really key. Make sure that the groundwork is done. You can't just be on the ground level and jump up to the 20th floor. That's why we have elevators. That's why we have stairs. So you need to find where your elevator takes you and where your stairs will lead you to and really take those steps to get there.
I love that.
I like that. So I got to write that down.
I'm using that right damn now.
Just to leave the people with the last remarks, just make sure whatever in life it is, make sure you're actually happy doing it. Or if you're not happy, it's something you can maintain and be consistent with. Because if you can't be consistent, then you're not going to keep going and you're not going to keep growing.
Thank you, man. That was excellent.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for being here.